You have been close before, closer than most people get, and then something happened. An unexpected expense appeared, a decision that made no sense in hindsight, an opportunity passed on for reasons that felt reasonable at the time, a relationship that pulled resources in the wrong direction at exactly the wrong moment, and the breakthrough did not happen. This is not bad luck. This is a pattern. And today, we talk about what is actually driving it. Financial self-sabotage is one of the most researched and least discussed topics in personal finance. The research is clear. People consistently make financial decisions that contradict their stated goals, not because they are irrational, not because they lack information, but because of unconscious psychological patterns running beneath the surface of every money decision they make. Understanding those patterns does not make you weak. It makes you dangerous. Because once you can see the thing that has been holding you back, it loses most of its power. Welcome to Rich Behavior.
Financial self-sabotage rarely looks dramatic. It does not look like spending your investment on a single bad decision. It looks like this. You are 3 months into a consistent saving habit and you break it for a reason that feels urgent but is not. You get a meaningful raise, and within 6 weeks an unexpected expense appears that absorbs almost all of it. You start a side income, and within months something in your primary life creates a crisis that demands all your time and energy. You are on the verge of making a real investment, and suddenly you need more information, more certainty, more time to think. The breakthrough keeps almost happening, and then it does not. That almost is not coincidence. It is a pattern with a specific psychological source. Most people have heard of fear of failure. Almost nobody talks about fear of success, but in the context of financial breakthrough, it is just as powerful and significantly less visible. Fear of success is the unconscious belief that achieving the goal will create problems bigger than the ones you currently have, that success will change your relationships, that the people you love will see you differently, that you will no longer belong to the community you grew up in, that you will be expected to maintain a level you are not sure you can sustain, that you will finally have something to lose. These fears do not announce themselves. They show up as procrastination, as irrational caution, as decisions that seem reasonable and are quietly self-defeating. The person is not afraid of failure. They are afraid of what success will cost them. Imposter syndrome is the experience of believing your success is unearned, that you have fooled people into thinking you are more capable than you are, and that it is only a matter of time before it is discovered. In financial terms, this shows up as an inability to hold wealth comfortably. Every time income grows significantly, an internal voice says, "This is not really mine. This will not last. I am not really the kind of person who has this." And the unconscious response to that voice is to find ways to confirm it, to spend, to give away, to make decisions that return you to the financial level that feels familiar. In South Africa specifically, where so many people are first-generation wealth builders with no models in their immediate environment for what it looks and feels like to have money, imposter syndrome around wealth is acute and almost universal. The first step to breaking it is naming it. This is the deepest layer. Every person carries an internal identity, a self-concept that includes a financial component. I am someone who struggles with money. In my family, we do not end up wealthy. People like me work hard and make ends meet. These identity statements are not always conscious, but they are powerful because the human mind is designed to maintain consistency between actions and self-concept. When financial growth threatens to take you beyond the boundaries of your internal identity, the mind finds ways to restore consistency. It creates circumstances. It generates decisions. It finds reasons why this is not the right time. It is not trying to harm you. It is trying to keep you consistent with who it believes you are. The breakthrough requires becoming someone new, and that requires consciously updating the identity before the actions can follow. 3 moves. First, name the pattern. Write down the last 3 times you were close to a financial breakthrough and it did not happen. Look for what you did or what appeared at each of those moments. The pattern will reveal itself. Once you can see it, it loses the power that invisibility gave it. Second, update the identity statement. Not with affirmations, with evidence. Every financial decision you make that is consistent with where you want to go is evidence that you are someone who makes those decisions. Keep a record of them. The brain responds to evidence. Build a case for the new identity. Third, shrink the breakthrough into a step small enough that fear cannot reach it. Fear of success is triggered by big leaps. A small, consistent step, a debit order, a single investment, one financial conversation does not trigger the same alarm. Build momentum in increments too small to sabotage. The version of you that keeps almost breaking through financially is not failing. They are fighting something real.
A psychological immune system that was built to keep you safe in a version of life you have already outgrown. Seeing it clearly is not comfortable, but it is the most important thing you can do because you cannot change a pattern you cannot see. Name it, update the identity, start small enough to win. And when the next breakthrough almost does not happen, notice the almost. That is the moment. That is where the decision lives. Subscribe and follow and share the